a blue world
What's going on, everybody? I hope this microphone's working. I just got it, so forgive me. I'm still learning it. It's almost noon. I just finished up about two and a half hours worth of work. I'm just about to hop on and check my Slack and my Outlook/email. Spent the morning scripting some looms, which is cold outreach. I'm going to do some cold outreach here. Now that I have really solid case studies, I'm hoping that'll be a little bit easier to do some outreach and not so overwhelming, because I know what I'm doing. But so we're gonna do some outreach, do a little bit more design, do a little bit more copywriting, and then probably gonna head to the gym around 3-4 o'clock. So about 2-3 more hours of work, and then head to the gym. Yeah, so we're gonna try the outreach here. Now I'm focusing more on like quality over quantity. So when I first about 6 months ago or so, and then 3 months ago when I quit my job, I was focusing on quantity, which is really what Alex Hormozi teaches you. Which it totally worked. It got my first like 1,000 reps out of the way, I would say roughly. I mean, I was sending DMs on Twitter. I sent like I think I sent about 700 to 800 roughly on Twitter, which was my follower count. So like I DM'd all of my followers. I DM'd a whole bunch of people, cold DMs every day, warm DMs every day, was DMing everyone and following up. I didn't get any leads from it, but it was good practice to actually get those reps out there. And then I switched over to Instagram, and I sent probably 100 a day on Instagram for like 2 to 3 weeks. So little under 400 is probably what I would guess. Or not 400, about 400 a week. So 1,200 cold DMs. I got a couple leads from them, but they were just super small brands, and we only work with companies doing over $50,000 a month in revenue, or at least companies that I think have the potential to make $50,000 a month plus in revenue. Just because there's a lot of bigger brands that, like, the one company that we worked with, they were making like 17 grand a month with a 30,000 person email list, and they were spending like 40K a month on ads. And I was like, there's no way that this checks out. So we boosted it right away to roughly like $250,000 in 60 days. Which was awesome. But it's like, it just showcases that, like, even if you're not making a lot of money with emails, there's huge potential in email, and you just got to get the right system set up. So doing some cold outreach to kick off the new year with maybe
well, this mad world made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in. Don't trip. Yeah. I let it go, but I never go with it. Yeah, okay, cool as fall weather. Fuck the bullshit, I'm here to make it all better with a little music for you. I don't do enough for you. Without you, it's the color blue. Oh, don't trip.
It's been a while since I've really like sat down and actually documented everything, and I've just spent the last few days really reflecting on basically 2024 as a whole. And I wrote down 24 lessons that I learned, and dude, life is fucking crazy. Like, I've signed clients, I've failed, I quit my job, I did so much stuff, and it you can't even comprehend what you can do in a year, let alone like 3 to 6 months. In 3 to 6 months, I quit my job, I signed a client, I made 6 grand. Like, I did all of this stuff in like 3 to 6 months. That's crazy. So like, I've really been breaking down, like, I don't care about what my goals are at the end of the year. They could be huge. But what I can do in the next 3 months, that can be even fucking bigger. And that's what really matters to me. And what I've really noticed is, like, we put so much emphasis on like yearly planning. Why don't we just take a step back and focus on getting the next 30, 60, 90 days right? And then after that, the next 30, 60, 90 days, right? Like, why do us as humans have to worry so much about the future when, frankly, all we ever have is now? You have this second right now. The moment you're watching this video is all you will ever know and all you will ever have. Every second. That's all you get to know. Then there's the past. Well, you can't relive it. You can't touch it. You can't change it. So why worry about it? The future. You can't directly change the future unless you change your now. And so that's just all I want to focus on is like, what can I do right now to put me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead? What's the next step that I have to take? Not the next 20, just the next step. So like today, that was outreaching, recording some videos, actually getting shit set up so that I'm prepared for new clients, for onboarding, just hammering away all day at little things like that, and not forgetting to take the time to read and to still develop my hunger for knowledge and just all that kind of stuff. Like, chill the fuck out. Don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about right now. Like, what can you do right now? Can you do 5 push-ups? Can you go drink some water because you haven't drank any water today? Can you send one DM to a client that you really want to work with? Like, just do it. That's been the biggest thing that held me back for 9-10 months this year, was because I was just so scared to actually do it. And so I finally was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, you get one life. Don't screw it up.
Never meant to make her cry. Now I'm seeing tears in her eyes. Half and half, make believe. So she thought, well, my heart was on my sleeve. Honey, I cried.
So it's 7 p.m. right now, and I just want to show you guys something that's absolutely mind-blowing. So I know how to code. I know how to code websites and a little bit of app development, but I mostly know HTML and Java, or not Java, Python. And I'm usually not one to overutilize ChatGPT, but this has just been absolutely insane. So let me show you. It literally is able to go in and it just does it all. It does everything for you. Like, I don't think y'all understand how crazy this would have taken me. Probably like a week before, like when I knew how to code without ChatGPT. This has literally taken me, like, yeah, sure, it's taken me a whole day because I hand wrote all of the copy. I did the research. I went through all of Hormozy's like stuff and made sure I rewrote everything and I wrote all the copy. But like, it's taken me like 2 hours to actually put it all together, and it's all coded. Like, it's crazy.
You better believe it. Honey, my heart still beats.
What is going on, everybody? This morning, it's January 1st, 2025. All right. Round of applause. Okay. This morning, hit the gym. Of course, it was packed, which is great. It's just heartbreaking as people leave. But basically, once we got home, I got get up at like 8 this morning and I read for like 4 hours. So, oops. But so after I went to the gym, came home, did my outreach for the day. So I kind of changed how I'm doing goal setting for 2025. I'm setting monthly goals, quarterly goals, and then half a year goal, 6-month goal, 9-month, and then 12-month. So because I'm changing up kind of how I'm doing my goal taking, I went back and I read all of my old journals, and I realized that every like January 1st was the same bullshit. It was, I'm going to make 10 grand. I'm going to retire my parents. I'm going to do all this stuff. When in reality, like those goals are great. They are, but I never accomplished them. And so this year I'm really focusing on inputs what can I do? How can I work harder? Can I ensure that every single day I'm leaving everything on the field, so that from there, if I am leaving everything on the field and I'm not accomplishing my goals, then I can assess, okay, maybe this doesn't need to be done, but this needs to be done. So it gives me more room to actually reflect on shit versus like when you just give yourself a goal of like, let's make $10,000. It's like, great. What are you going to reflect on? What metrics are you tracking? What are you actually doing? What are you looking at? What do you need to be doing? And so that's a big goal that I have this year. So we're going to sit down and clean up the area a little bit. Going to probably edit this video that you will see tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to do weekly videos for 2025. So stay tuned. I'm super excited. And at the end of the day, my goal is just to post 52 videos. If they're not perfect, they're not perfect, but it's about consistency, and without consistency, you can't win. So cheers.